Hey everybody, it's Robin Barlow, Minutes with Robin. So glad you stopped by my channel this week. Hey, we're going to talk about Proverbs 4:23. It's a really common scripture. Everyone has heard it. It is, watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the issues of life. So we're talking about the heart. We're talking about how to really guard it, which would be a biblical way to do it. I think sometimes in the church, we think that we should just be nice to everybody, that everybody should just have access to our heart. But I think Scripture is telling us something different. I remember sitting with the Lord over this issue, and I'm like, what would it look like to guard my heart? Because what I really wanted to do was wall my heart off. I wanted cinder blocks, just cinder block it. And that was my solution. But the Lord was like, no, honey, because that would be what the enemy would want. Because see, you would be isolated, and the enemy is all about isolation. And so the Lord was like, no, honey, I want you to think of like a picket fence, like a white picket fence. And you get to have this white picket fence, and you decide based on how the other person affects your heart, how close they get to come to you. And in my 20s, I was seeing this great counselor. His name was George. It was in Dallas. And he gave me an incredible word picture on Proverbs 4:23. And he said, think of your heart as a house. And Robin, not everyone gets to come into your heart, into your house. Because some people, when they come into your house, they break things. So it's my responsibility to discern who gets to come in and how close. He said some people have to stay on your front porch. And then others, based on their behavior, how they affect your heart, they've got to stay in the yard. And then there are even others that have to kind of go across the street. Maybe you're waving to them from across the street. And all of this is discernment, discerning how their behavior and the relationship affects your heart. Because again, Proverbs 4:23 tells us to watch over it, to watch over our heart, because the issues of life flow from it. How healthy we are is based on the condition of our heart and our mind. So until next week, it's been Minutes with Robin. I'd love for you to subscribe, drop a comment, and share. But I want you to begin to practice and discern how people affect your heart, how close they get to come to your heart. And then you begin to process how to get those places in your heart healed properly. So have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.